Hey everybody, Dylan here from the Tech Dork Times, and today we're talking all about Xbox Game Pass and the recent announcement that EA Play is being added to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and what that means for the future of the service in general. But if we're just meeting for the first time, then my name's Dylan, and I want to welcome you to the Tech Dork Times, a place for dorks from all walks of life to celebrate gaming, tech, and all things awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get into the video. So as always, there are timestamps in the description box below, and we're trying something new here. Pretty cool, right? Oh, how did that get there? So obviously, I've been doing a lot with Xbox Game Pass recently, 2 monthly roundups, and I want to start doing best of genres and just do as much coverage of Xbox Game Pass as possible to help you maximize your membership. But on top of that, I'm realizing there's a lot of new additions to the service that I want to cover. I also want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Noah Zorro. They commented on my video, said some really kind words, and also mentioned that they thought this would be a good topic for a video. And once I looked into it, I realized they were totally right. This is a great topic for anyone interested in Xbox Game Pass and the future of the service in general. So shout out to Noah Zorro. Thank you so much for the video suggestion. I hope you enjoy it. And also anyone else watching, if you have any ideas for video topics that you want me to cover, comment below and let me know. So first of all, as promised by the label right here, the headline. What are we talking about here? Well, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate recently announced that they are adding EA Play to their membership service at no additional cost. So for those of you that don't know, EA Play is another streaming gaming service where you pay $4.99 per month and you get access to a huge library. I think it's about 100 titles of EA games to play for that price. I'm going to jump into the actual titles that are being added to Xbox Game Pass as a result of this merging, but before we even talk about that, just think about it this way. It's $5 of extra value in your Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership at no additional cost. And as you'll see, it's actually way more value than that because it's not just sports games. I should also say before we jump into the library of games being offered by EA Play, that this service is officially going to launch on November 10th for all Xbox Game Pass members. Lines up perfectly with the release of the new consoles, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, and it's just a brilliant marketing move on their part. It launches with the new Xbox, so there's plenty of reason to jump on that bandwagon and get started in the new console generation. Moving on to number 2, the consequence of this move. What does this actually mean and how does it impact you, a member of the Xbox Game Pass service? That's a great question, and it's one I've been having with a few different gamers. And at first, we all were just kind of talking about, hey, isn't it great that Xbox Game Pass is now going to offer sports games? And that is a really great thing. Even if that was all EA offered, it would be a really awesome piece of news and worth maybe even talking about for a video like this. But wait, there's more. Yes, that's right. As I was doing research for this video and preparing my notes for this, I went through the entire library of EA Play games as it stands right now, and I was blown away. Obviously, you have everything from NHL to FIFA to UFC, all kinds of cool sports titles, but that's not even scratching the surface of what this service is actually going to offer. We're talking games like Dragon Age, all 3 Dragon Age games, all 3 Mass Effect games, as well as Mass Effect Andromeda, Battlefield, Titanfall, Dead Space. All kinds of crazy IPs are now coming to Xbox Game Pass as a result of this merger. And then there's also games like Need for Speed, Crysis Remastered, The Sims, which are still huge games. I don't necessarily consider them as much AAA titles as the ones I mentioned before, but they're still really significant and meaningful additions to Xbox Game Pass as a service. Hopefully that paints a better picture of what's actually going on here and what you're getting with this merger. Not only are you getting all these awesome sports games, you're also getting really fantastic, some of the best RPGs of all time. Mass Effect as a series is my favorite of all time, hands down. You're also getting some great shooters like Battlefield and Titanfall. This is a huge move for Xbox Game Pass. And that's not even taking into account all the other news surrounding Xbox Game Pass, like Bethesda being acquired by them, or I guess you should call it ZeniMax, which includes the Fallout games, Elder Scrolls, and Doom as an IP. That is absolutely nuts. So I know the Bethesda acquisition is a bit beyond the scope of this video, but let's just do an inventory now of what the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership offers you. And there is a distinction here. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate versus Xbox Game Pass memberships are different. The Ultimate is your Xbox Live access as well as your Xbox Game Pass subscription. I think it's like $17.99 a month. It'll be very clearly labeled. If you haven't signed up for a Game Pass account, it'll label it properly so you'll know which one to choose. You definitely want to go for the Ultimate. It's the one that offers the best deal and the best value proposition. But taking in the entire Xbox Game Pass Ultimate lineup, let's just talk about everything on it. So as a result of ZeniMax being acquired by Microsoft, you have the next generation of Fallout games, the next generation of Elder Scroll games, any new Doom games, any new Dragon Age games, or Mass Effect games. You also have Titanfall as an IP, Battlefield as an IP. All the new sports games that release every year will be on this service as well. That effectively means that Xbox Game Pass as a service has a game for literally every type of gamer. And that's not even scratching the surface of what already exists on the service's library. And if you want to learn more about the best games on Xbox Game Pass, definitely check out the videos up here on my playlist. I have 2 monthly roundups with 5 games each that are games I think every gamer should try out. All in all, this acquisition of EA Play, or this merger, whatever you want to call it, gives you access to tons of AAA content, as well as indie games, as well as underappreciated games that fit somewhere in the middle. You have an incredible depth of content at your disposal if you pay for an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership. And I should say, I don't get any financial compensation from Game Pass. I'm not an Xbox fanboy or anything like that. I have all the consoles. I have no vested interest in Xbox winning the console war whatsoever. I just think this is an incredible opportunity, an incredible value proposition for casual gamers to take advantage of. First of all, I should say these are all my opinions and speculation. It should not be taken as like clear advice or predictions or anything like that. It's just my best guess given the information we have on hand. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to Xbox Game Pass and what all of this means is that it's important to drive home, not that I want to downplay the excitement and amazingness of this, that this is not a unicorn. Xbox Game Pass is not its own little entity that no one else is going to be able to touch. The only thing they have going for them right now is the exclusivity of some developers and IPs. But beyond that, there is now an arms race for every gaming company to create a streaming service of some kind to compete with Xbox Game Pass. So definitely get excited about the hype over Xbox Game Pass and all the moves they're making, but understand that this is just the beginning of a new generation of how games are going to be played. PlayStation is already in the process. They have their PlayStation Now or PlayStation Collection or something like that, and it's very similar to Game Pass. It's just a little bit behind. But rest assured, in 2 years, this conversation is going to be entirely different. It's possible that PlayStation will overtake Xbox as the best streaming gaming system. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but it's certainly possible. Ultimately, this is just going to drive up quality and accessibility of gaming. So as much as this is a video talking about how amazing this move is for Xbox Game Pass, I do really want to drive the point home that I'm excited for every type of gamer, and I think every type of gamer, regardless of platform, should be really excited about this move. Because think about it, if Xbox Game Pass starts to do well and they start to bring more players over to their console, every other gaming conglomerate is going to jump on that wagon and figure out how to become competitive in that market. So ultimately, it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win for every single person involved in gaming. And obviously, it's a huge win for casual console gamers because there's all sorts of games you can now play without having to worry about investing $100 into one title at a time. And number two, even though I'm saying don't like overhype this and think that Xbox is going to kick the crap out of PlayStation and win the console generation, that's absolutely not what I'm saying. But at the same time, I'm also saying get really excited about this. This is huge news. This is so much game accessibility. It's unprecedented. And so if you are excited about Xbox, stay excited. You have every reason to be. But if you're on another console, don't be bummed. Don't be conflicted about getting a PlayStation 5 because you feel like it's a worse value proposition than the Xbox Series X. It's going to catch up, and everyone's going to benefit from this. That's the Tech Dork Take. This is always a really fun part of the video where I jump into my closing thoughts and try to figure out if this has been helpful at all for anyone. And I really hope this has, but definitely let me know in the comments below if you think it wasn't helpful, or even if it was, let me know so I know to make more content like this, or rejig it if you think there's a way to make it more helpful to you. But ultimately, I'm so excited about Xbox Game Pass. I think this is a really exciting time to be a casual gamer, to be a console gamer, to be an Xbox gamer, or anything in between. Everyone is going to benefit from this, and that's awesome. And let me know in the comments too, are you excited about this EA Play merger? Did you know that EA was going to offer all of these other games other than just sports games? I'll put a link in the description below to the entire catalog of EA Play, and let me know what games you're most excited about. If there's anything I missed that you think is criminal and absolutely the most exciting game on the service, let me know. That's about it for this video. If you liked the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. We post game guides, tech reviews, game reviews, and we're doing a particular focus on Xbox Game Pass as a service to help you maximize your membership. Thanks so much for watching. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay dorky.